we give you the option.
How's it going, everybody?
Good.
Oh, I didn't ask you. I was asking the fans.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Oh, you did say everybody.
I guess. I mean, I would
We
ask
are everybody.
you if I wanted to know
Yeah.
how you were doing. I talked to you enough.
Oh, I'm not part of the everybody.
No.
All right.
Everybody are the
Carry on.
fans that watch our videos and listen to our podcasts. So, that's the everybody I was talking about. I know most of you are fantasy football, already involved in fantasy football. But today we thought we'd talk about, for those fans that maybe are new to fantasy football or want to get into fantasy football. Those fans that sit at home on Sundays watching football and is like, this would be great, but I need something else to help me like this sport even more. Things like that we thought would be an interesting topic to talk about. So, gentlemen, how would you get into fantasy football? What would you do? Like, what are your thoughts?
Well, one of the first things I would do is I would try to find 8 to 12 friends or coworkers. Like, you guys played in coworkers leagues. One of the first things I ever played in was with you guys, friends, and set up what platform you want to play on. My favorite platform is Sleeper, but you got Sleeper, you got Yahoo, you got ESPN, you got NFL. For some free ones, yeah. But as for aesthetics and commissioner adjustments and just ease of use for the end user, I think Sleeper is the way to go for a free platform. It is pretty legit. The next thing you want to do is kind of set up how you want to structure your league, whether it's a dynasty league where you hold all your players all year round. Not really for the beginners. You can have a keeper league where you would keep a certain amount of players, but there is a lot of rules that could be involved in the keeper format. But if you're a new fantasy player and you want to just get your feet wet and you want to jump into something with some friends or family, I think redraft is the way to go. I don't know how you guys would see it for beginners, but I think redraft is probably the best way to get into fantasy football. Once you get into there, you can find out if you like it and then branch out into the other formats. You get that figured out, and then you're going to want to get into your scoring. Half PPR, standard, full PPR. A PPR is a point per reception. So you can get a half point per reception or a full point per reception. And a standard league is basically a box score league where you don't get points based on receptions, but based on output from the player. After that, you're going to set up your draft, auction, snake, or linear. Snake is probably going to be one of the easiest and ways to go to begin with. When I try to explain fantasy football to a friend of mine that has never really watched football or played fantasy football, he described it as Pokemon for jocks or guys that are interested in football. James, do you have any insight in this? I know you commissioned a couple of leagues.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's first go off with that Pokemon comment. I can see where they would see that from. I did dabble in Pokemon when I was a little younger.
I've never played Pokemon. My kid plays Pokemon, so I'm kind of like trying to figure it out. But it's but the concept is similar.
When I was younger in school, grade school, there I did play Pokemon. I on my Game Boy, I had the originals. The blue, the red. Those were mine there. So. But so it's like the same. You're basically catching Pokemon and then using them in battle against other people. And technically here you're drafting players and using them in battle against another person on Sundays. It's essentially the same idea. So I could see where he got that from.
The concept
I like it.
Yeah. So, but if I were starting, the first thing I would do is I would find 11 guys that think football is soccer, sign them up with me to play this sport, win as much money as I can from them, and then find 11 friends and start up the second league like you do.
Take advantage of a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's how I would start it. But that's me. I mean,
that's how you started. That's how you play right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. But no, yeah, like you said, buddy, I agree. Most of those are great points on how to start a league. I think if I was starting though today, I probably wouldn't do anything for prizes or money right now. I mean, that's another thing that you can get into as you go, but I think I would start a free one. There's a bunch of different sites out there that have them, and you don't have to have the friends. You can actually just go and sign up and join a random league right now with a bunch of people you don't know, just to kind of get the hang of it before you actually get into it to see if you really like it or not. And I did that before I really started getting into all
playing
these
with
leagues.
randoms is fun and all, but playing with family and friends at the end of the year, it gives you that break.
100%. No, but I'm just saying, if you're thinking to try to see if you really do like this, if you really want to do that path, I mean, that's a way to at least kind of play around to see what it is and go with it from that aspect. But if you have some friends that have never been or all want to start a new league or whatnot, by all means. I mean, if you're all starting at the same time, at the same point, yeah, it's pretty cool to do that and go from there. And Sleeper is one of my favorite apps. I started on Yahoo. That was where I did it. I liked Yahoo to a point until Sleeper came in and started being better. But I mean, there's a bunch of free ones out there. Don't take any money if you don't have to. And as you progress, then you get to where we are, where we start, putting a little money on the line. You get a trophy, you got rings, you got championships, you're sitting at Waffle House for 24 hours and eating pancakes. There's a bunch of different things that you got going on, right? So it fluctuates as you go. But yeah, I mean, the scoring is the main. Make sure you get your scoring down. Make sure everybody knows it. Make sure that everyone knows the rules beforehand. I've been bitten by this before because, the rules weren't completely written. And then all of a sudden something comes up. I make a rule on the spot as the commissioner, and I get yelled at. And it's like, well, why that wasn't there? And we're going back and forth, and half the people agree with me, half don't. And you got to make a decision, or you don't, and you always look like the bad guy. So have your rules set in stone on paper beforehand.
Always have a set of bylaws,
and your stats and whatnot, make sure you go there. If you don't know, look them up online. There's always something online to show you what a standard scoring would be and whatnot, so you can see what other people are doing and have fun with it. If you want to add some things to make it more fun, do it. Every year you can change different things. Just make sure everybody agrees on it.
Yeah, and don't hesitate to reach out to us if you guys have any questions about leagues that you're starting or anything like that. Like, hit us up. James, Nick, or I will definitely give you guys a helping hand and help you structure your leagues and give you what we think is the best way to run a league at the end of the day.
And who knows, maybe one day.
Yeah, no, definitely we can give you a hand.
Who knows, maybe one day they'll all turn into Chris and have 46 leagues. It's quite possible. I mean, no.
Hey. Or they turn into me and make a lot of money. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I make a lot of money too.
That's true. You did. But I mean, the average there when you have 47 leagues, you should be making a little bit of money, right?
Exactly. But yep.
All right. Well,
start with one. Have fun with that, and then go from there.
Start with one. May it be with your friends, or may it be just a random online free league. That's pretty much the best way to just get involved with fantasy football and see if you like it. And then from there, you can go on to other things. But that's our take on what we think is the best way to start up. Again, if you have any questions, just let us know, contact us, and we'll be happy to help. But that's our show for right now. Be sure to check out our other videos. Follow us on our social media platforms at The Option Podcast on Instagram, at The Option Pod on Twitter, and at The Option Fantasy Football on TikTok. We're always here to help. Have a good one, everybody. And that's it. Ciao.
We give you the option.
Do you agree with us? Disagree with us? Let us know with a comment below, or even reach out to us and DM us.